Imagine arriving at the very heart of the monarchy only to discover that one glittering story has spread around the world before anyone has had time to ask the simplest question of all. Did any of it actually happen? That's exactly what we're exploring today on Royal Scope, because one sensational claim after another has painted a picture of palace corridors filled with confrontation, secret vaults, missing tiaras, and simmering rivalries. But when you slow everything down and examine the details, the story begins to unravel in fascinating ways. The rumor claimed that Queen Camilla somehow forced her way into the royal jewelry collection and removed 3 tiaras closely associated with Catherine, Princess of Wales, supposedly without permission. Within hours, social media exploded. Every whispered conversation became another dramatic headline, and every headline seemed even more unbelievable than the last. It was as though the palace walls themselves had found a voice, eagerly feeding the world's appetite for royal intrigue. Yet extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence, and that is precisely where this tale begins to wobble. According to the narrative, preparations for several major royal engagements had reached fever pitch. Staff were said to be perfecting every floral arrangement, every seating plan, and every detail of the royal wardrobe. Such preparations are certainly meticulous in real life, but the suggestion that a queen consort would suddenly realize she had no suitable tiara at the very last moment raises more questions than answers. Royal wardrobes and jewelry selections are typically organized well in advance, making such a last-minute crisis remarkably difficult to believe. Then came the alleged confrontation between Camilla and Catherine. The reported exchange portrayed 2 senior royals locked in a tense battle over status, authority, and respect. It certainly makes for gripping storytelling, but there has never been any credible evidence that such a conversation took place. No official records, no verified palace sources, and no respected royal correspondents have substantiated the claims. Instead, the story seems to grow more dramatic every time it is retold, almost as though it has taken on a life of its own. If you're enjoying this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Royal Scope, and share it with fellow royal watchers. It really helps the channel grow, and you'll never miss our next investigation into the stories making headlines around the monarchy. Perhaps the most astonishing part of the rumor involved the alleged visit to the royal jewelry vault itself. The account suggested that not 1 but 3 significant tiaras were removed under questionable circumstances. It sounds like something lifted straight from a historical thriller. Yet royal jewelry collections are governed by strict procedures, careful documentation, and professional oversight. Access is not as casual as fictional stories often suggest, making the dramatic version far less convincing when examined closely. The plot thickened even further when the rumor claimed that one of Catherine's tiaras was supposedly destined for a private appearance involving a member of Camilla's family. That single detail transformed what had been presented as an official necessity into something far more controversial. It became the turning point that convinced countless readers that a major palace scandal had unfolded behind closed doors. The problem is that no trustworthy source has ever verified this claim, leaving it firmly in the realm of speculation rather than established fact. As the tale continued to spread, Prince William was cast as the determined defender of his wife. The narrative described him confronting King Charles and demanding immediate action, eventually leading to Camilla being prevented from wearing a tiara at important engagements. It is undoubtedly a satisfying ending for those who enjoy stories of justice and triumph, but once again, there is no credible evidence that these events occurred. No official announcement, no reliable royal historian, and no respected news organization has confirmed such a sequence of events. That is often how modern royal rumors operate. A single dramatic claim gathers momentum, new details are added by different storytellers, and before long the finished version bears little resemblance to anything that can actually be verified. Like an actor constantly changing costumes between scenes, the story adapts itself to whichever audience is listening, becoming ever more sensational with each retelling. If you appreciate balanced royal commentary that separates verified information from internet speculation, remember to subscribe to Royal Scope, give this video a thumbs up, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear whether you think stories like this damage public trust or simply reflect the world's endless fascination with the royal family. In the end, perhaps the greatest lesson isn't about tiaras at all. It's about how easily dramatic narratives can capture global attention, especially when they involve one of the world's most famous families. Jewels may sparkle beneath palace lights, but rumors often shine even brighter across social media, despite lacking solid foundations. The truth is usually quieter, less theatrical, and considerably more complicated than the stories designed purely to shock. So, when you hear extraordinary tales of secret vaults, explosive confrontations, and hidden palace revenge, it's always worth asking one simple question before accepting the narrative. Where is the evidence? Sometimes the most remarkable royal mystery isn't what supposedly happened behind palace doors, but how quickly an unverified story can travel around the world. And that, perhaps, is the real story worth remembering. Until next time, thanks for watching Royal Scope. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and we'll see you in the next video.